How you guys doing? Back with another late night discussion. Can't believe that we in May already. Can you believe it? Um, I'm gonna talk to you guys about social skills, and you know they say a lot of guys that are not chosen by females. They say that a lot of these types of guys lack social skills. Well, there are guys out there who have good social skills, but the thing is, they're still not being chosen. You can have good social skills and still be at a deficit. I know they say that, a lot of these dudes don't have good social skills. They don't have good people skills. Some of these dudes communicate very well with people. It's just that when people think that you're a bad looking person, they're going to automatically assume negative things about you. Um, I believe there are a lot of guys who have great social skills. Now, I'm not saying there aren't guys who are socially inept, because there are guys who have low social skills. They don't have social skills. They don't understand social cues. So I'm not excusing that. But I truly believe that social skills have nothing to do with attracting women, because I'm sure there are some guys out there who are attractive to women and they don't have the best social skills, but since they look good to women, they get away with being socially retarded. Um, for the record, I consider myself to have pretty good social skills, but it doesn't matter if you have good social skills or not, because when people first meet you, when people look at you, people are making judgments about you. And when people have already made certain judgments about you and they don't even know you, it's because of your appearance. Um, like I stated before, people will even judge your level of intelligence based on the way that you look physically. So that ought to tell you something. Having good social skills is all well and good, but you have to have a platform to express your social skills. And some guys have never been given the platform to even express their social skills, because when you've already been judged by people, when people have already labeled you and stereotyped you out, you're not going to be given a platform to even express your social skills, you know, because once people have branded you and placed you into a category, uh, you know, whatever good social skills that you may have, you're not going to be able to display those social skills. Um, it's good to be a sociable person. And I truly believe that social anxiety comes from being mistreated and being ridiculed. That's what social anxiety comes from. People who've had a lot of positive reinforcement, people who've been treated well, um, they don't deal with they don't deal with social anxiety. Social anxiety, all that is just it comes from being treated bad. That's all that comes from. It's just a symptom of being treated bad and being excluded and treated like garbage. That's what social anxiety comes from. Um, there are some guys out there that have good personalities. They have good social skills. But what does having good social skills even matter if you've already been judged and written off by people from the time that they look at you? You know, I feel that it's a lot of guys out there that have great personalities, but them having a great personality, at the end of the day, it's not getting them laid. These women don't care that these men have great personalities. You can have a great personality and you'll still find yourself all alone. So when people say that, a lot of guys are not successful with women because they don't have good social skills. Good social skills come from like you have to exercise a muscle in order to build it. That's how good social skills are cultivated. If you never have been given, like I stated, if you've never been given an opportunity to be sociable, to show, your personality, then that's why some guys may have social uh, poor social skills, because they haven't been given the platform to even display their social skills. You know, these types of things right here have to be cultivated. And there are some guys have great social skills, like myself. Some guys have wonderful social skills, but when you've already been judged and ridiculed by people from the time they see you, it doesn't matter if you have a great personality. It doesn't matter if you have great social skills. Because once people have made their judgment about you, there's nothing you can do to deter that. Um, so that's a myth, and it's a big lie that guys who struggle with women are socially inept. Some of these guys may be socially inept, but I'll say 90% of these guys are not socially inept. 90% of these guys have pretty fair social skills. They can talk to people, they can vibe with people. They're not terrible people. It's just that we live in a world where people believe in judging people just by the way that they look. And people will also make a negative judgment about you if you don't think a certain way. If you don't see things a certain way, if you don't have a certain mentality, if you don't have a certain outlook on life, people will make a negative judgment about you because of that as well. But one thing about me, I understand that everybody have their own challenges and everybody have their own problems. I've never been a judgmental person. I've never been the type of person to judge people for how they choose to live, because at the end of the day, you can judge people all you want, but people gonna live their life and they gonna do what they want to do anyhow. So that's why I've never been the person to judge folks. Um, that's why I say this is just one big old lie. Old dudes who are not successful with women have bad social skills. That's not necessarily true, because I never felt that I had bad social skills. A lot of these guys have great personalities. So that's a lie. When people say, "Oh, these guys, they're just socially inept. They're just inadequate. They're just awkward." No, it ain't the fact that they awkward. It ain't the fact that they don't have good social skills. It's just that we live in a shallow, sick world where people believe in judging people and writing people off because of superficial things. So, I was thinking to myself, I don't buy that these guys have bad social skills. That's why they've been written off by women. That's not true. Because a guy can have bad social skills. Let's say if he's a hot guy, he can have bad social skills, and women will still screw him, and people will still be receptive to him, because we live in a world where people judge people by superficial things. So I don't buy that foolishness. Oh, you're not successful with women because you have bad social skills. No, that's not true. It's true for some guys, but most of these dudes, I don't believe they have bad social skills. That's just a cop-out excuse that people like to use to cover up the evil that's going on in this world. But that's been tonight's discussion. We'll be talking to you soon. I'm sure a lot of guys can relate to this. Have a good night.